Okay, this is first part of this little film I'm going to make on these. There isn't much material out there. This is the Spira Classic Walker shoe. These Spira shoes have springs inside. They make basically three different designs. They have the single spring, which is in the heel. They have two spring, which is a single big spring in the forefoot and a single spring in the heel. And then they have a three spring model called the DX3. And also the running shoes. Most of the running shoes are made with the three springs. They've got two small springs up in the ball of the foot and one big spring in the heel. This is the Walker. This is the classic version of the Walker. There's several Walker shoes they have. There's the regular Wave Walker, which just has one spring in the heel. And then there's the DX3 that has the two up here and one in the heel. This is the classic Walker, and this is the classic shoe. So it has all leather upper, and it has an all leather upper, and it's really the top of the line of the walking shoes. Retails for about $140, $149. I ran onto these on Hallmark or Schlummer, and then I went looking on the internet, and they were about $140 on Hallmark or Schlummer, and I found them out on the internet. Was able to get them a little cheaper than that. I bought these from a store called the Orthotic Shop, and I ended up paying, they gave me a discount. I ended up paying about $110 for them, and that included shipping. So that's about the best price you're going to get on this shoe. Now I will say there's also a Spira website, and before you buy any Spira shoe, I suggest you go to the Spira website, because the different shoe shops and other, you know, they didn't have this model. I can't remember. They might have this model on there, but they're limited in the amount of models they show on their pages. And so you need to go to the Spira website and look at all the models that are available. I'd also recommend strongly that you call Spira and talk to them about your situation. If you have any foot problems or whatever, tell them your situation and ask them to recommend which model they think would be best for you. I originally ordered the standard Wave Walker, which was about 80 bucks, and I called Spira. I ordered from Ortho Shop, and the next day I called Spira because that night I had been searching around, and I found the Spira site, and I found out all these different models they had. And so anyway, come to find out, some of their shoes are made for like pronated feet and stuff like that. So you really need to call them, or else read the description of the shoes on the Spira site very carefully and make sure you're getting a standard shoe if you don't have any foot problems. But these springs are inside this sole here. Actually, from pictures I saw on the internet, I thought they were going to look a little clunkier than they do. I'm actually pretty pleased with the way they look. But I haven't even worn them yet. I wanted to show you the condition that they come in from the factory. And that's one thing I also found out in the ordering process. As far as I know now, these do say Orthotic Shop right on the package they came from. But normally Ortho Shop drop ships Spira. You know, they drop ship straight from Spira. So most orders go from, actually ship to you from the Spira company when you place them with Orthotic Shop. They do not keep a lot of these shoes in stock at the Ortho Shop. They just send the order over through the internet, and then they ship out of Spira the next day, which is fine, you know, because then you get them straight from the factory. But anyway, or you can just buy straight from the factory. The factory, they gave me a discount too, but they would have been about $10 more expensive than the Ortho Shop. And so I went ahead and went with the Ortho Shop just to give them some business. And They were real nice to me, so on the phone, and they were both really nice to me. Now, one thing I will point out, this particular classic model comes in two different versions. It comes in, well, of course it comes in white and black, but it also comes with a version with the leather straps if you don't want to tie your shoes. And if you buy the strap version direct from Spira, you can get those with the discount. You can get those for about $85, same shoe. But if you want the lace tie, they would have been $10 more than what I got at Ortho Shop. Now at the Ortho Shop, they charge the same price for the tie shoe and the leather strap version. So, but if you're interested in the strap version, you would probably definitely be well advised to buy direct from Spira, because you're going to save about $30 or $40. So anyway, this shoe came, you know, I don't know if it's tested in the factory, but they're made in China. Looks like, I don't know, the leather's a little distressed, I don't know, you know, but they're basically brand new. There's a little wrinkling in the sole here. You know, I don't know if they had a machine testing it, or, you know, with the springs, or whether or not that's just from the manufacturing process. This right shoe is actually in better condition. It's new, and this shoe here has a little more just manufacturing stuff, but they're basically brand new. I'm pretty picky, if you haven't noticed, but like right here there's a little spot of glue or something, just a small spot about the size of a head of a pin, and a little dirt here. Right here there's some dirt, and there's a little just dirt along here. I just need to clean it off. And this thing in here, you'll notice on this one, it's pretty much just flat, but on this one here, it's kind of wrinkled, almost like, and it's almost like this shoe has been tried on or something sometimes, because the leather's kind of wrinkled there. But I don't think the shoe's been walked in or anything. It's basically brand new. It might have been a demo pair or something, I don't know. But not too worried about it, because if I'm not happy, I'll just send them back. But overall, pretty happy with the way they look. They're a little boxy because they've got the springs, so you got big soles. But other than that, that's basically the quality you're going to get. You know, they're Chinese quality, although these are leather uppers and everything. They're built in China, so, but they're pretty good looking shoes. I haven't walked in them yet. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add the rest of this onto that video after I walk in them. But I wanted to show you the condition they come in from the factory first. And then this little Spira thing basically shows you the different spring configurations. But I definitely go on YouTube or whatever and read the documentation on YouTube on this, you know, and look at the different springs and stuff. But this is the classic walker. I think if you're going to get a walking shoe, I would probably go ahead and get the classic. That's what I've heard, and that's the only model they carry in Hammock or Schlumber. So, and that's a pretty upscale catalog. Typically their products have been pretty well vetted. So, but I saved, with shipping cost, I saved at least $40 by buying from Ortho Shop as opposed to Hammock or Schlumber. So anyway, I think that will conclude the unboxing portion of this video, and I'm going to go out and walk in these shoes, and then I will hopefully be able to splice the two movies together after I walk in the shoes and see what I think of them, and let you know what I think of them. But I'm expecting good things. I have a bad back, so after I walk on concrete, like even just going to Walmart or whatever, I get like a burning sensation in my leg. So I'm hoping the springs will help alleviate some of the stress on my spine on concrete, so that I maybe have some less back pain and leg pain. So that's my idea in getting them. But they also make running shoes. If I was a marathon runner, I definitely would check into these. Because they return a lot of the energy of your muscles back to your body. In other words, it would make it less effort to run, because I think 96% of the energy that transfers into the springs gets returned back to your feet. So pretty cool. But anyway, I think that'll conclude this part of the review. And I'll hook another video onto this if I got the software to do that. I think I do. So thanks a lot, and I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay. Howdy. This is Brian. Want to report to you on the Wave Walker, or the Spira Classic Walker. I've been out walking for about an hour on concrete, and when I first put the shoes on, I was like walking on, regular pile carpet, and it's like, whoa, I felt like a drunken sailor for a minute. But yeah, you have to get out and spend about an hour walking on concrete, and the shoes got more and more comfortable. First, I didn't notice the spring much, I didn't notice the effect a whole lot. But as more I wear the shoes, the springs start getting a little bit more broke in, and the rubber on the soles, is when you first put them on, is real stiff. So I think they're going to be super comfortable shoes as they get worn onto my feet. Originally, I had, the fit was pretty good for brand new shoes I didn't even try on, prior to purchasing them. I had a little teeny bit of slippage in my left heel because the shoe at the beginning was kind of stiff, because it's got a steel shank in it, and the soles are pretty, they will flex, but I think they have to get broke in a little bit. So when I first put them on, that, and I didn't have the top laced up either on the shoes to make it easier to get them on and off. But I was trying to walk on carpet, so in case I didn't like them or had to return them, I didn't scuff the soles up. So, but it wasn't until I got them out, they fit pretty darn good, and I put that top lace, this top hole, I put the laces in that, got them snugged up, and the heel is getting, after walking an hour and everything, the heel is getting more solid. I don't have any slippage anymore, so the shoes are getting more and more comfortable, and the softness of walking on concrete is pretty good. I'm pretty happy. And I noticed even just getting gasoline, standing, because I'm getting pretty heavy. I'm getting I need to lose some weight, but I noticed just standing, when you stand up putting gas in, I was kind of standing on my heel, kind of letting my weight on the heel of my foot, and very, very much better than normally on concrete. So I think I may come back out and add something onto this video, or make a new video a couple months from now. But I'm going to recommend these shoes. I think they're very good for their intended purpose. One thing I would caution about, I think after walking in the shoe and everything, these shoes, these classic walkers, these are for, us folks that are in middle age, or for whatever reason, if you're mainly going to be walking, for exercise or whatever, or just basic use, standing on your feet at work or whatever. Now, if you're an athlete and you're planning on running, or you're younger and you're going to run in these tennis shoes, you definitely, I think, want to get the running shoe model that has a little more flexible and it's a little more lightweight. These are maybe a little clunky for running in. They're not really designed, the sole is thick and it's got a lot of spring in it for the forces of walking, but to run in it probably wouldn't be the best. I mean, you could do it, but it's not something, it's not really designed for that. So you need to pick out your application, whether you're mainly going to be walking for exercise or running. And if you're going to be doing any running, I'd recommend going with the running shoe. For walking, this pair I got is excellent. They're quite springy. I mean, it's not real springy. You don't. It's not as springy as I was expecting it to be, which is kind of good because they'd be awkward if they were real springy. But it's just a mild shock absorption as you walk. Pretty good on your joints, and like I say, if you're heavy set like me, it's good. I walked up around Walmart for about an hour, and normally my left leg would be killing me for my back injury. My left thigh starts burning and the skin gets numb, but it feels like somebody's holding a blowtorch on it. I walked around for an hour and just got back, and I don't have any leg pain or any back pain at all. So I'm going to give these shoes a buy recommendation after wearing them an hour. They fit good, they're comfortable, and they definitely do cushion the shock forces of walking. So that's my main advice. Is I would buy the shoes if you are interested in them. I think they're definitely worth the money. And just like I said, keep in mind, get the walking shoes, the classic walkers for walking applications, and get one of the running shoe models for the run if you're going to run. Get something that's made that doesn't have the big, thick, heavy upper. These are leather. You know, these have leather uppers and stuff. So for a running shoe, you're going to want a little bit lighter. You're going to want a thinner sole, a little bit lighter shoe with a lighter upper and stuff. You know, that's a little more flexible. But these are great for standing and walking and like that, and just being on your feet. These would be great work shoes for like a nurse. These things would be awesome. Anyway, I'm going to, or like somebody, I can think of a job like somebody cutting hair, you know, a barber or beautician that stands on their feet all day. These shoes would be great. You know, there's all kinds of applications. Surgical techs, standing on your feet for 13, 14 hours in an operating room. You can't move. These shoes would be excellent. Make your life a lot easier. So anyway, I highly recommend these Spira classic walkers. Paid $110 at Orthotic Shop. And you can also buy them direct from Spira website. Like I said in my earlier portion of this video, I'm going to chop the two videos together if I figure out the software to do it with. And then I would recommend calling Spira and getting the recommendation. Unless you know you're going to be mainly walking, then I would, you know, if you have normal feet and you don't have any pronation or any of that stuff going on, I would just get the classic walker, the classic leather upper walker, the classic walker. They retail for about $140, but you can get them for around $110 to $120. So anyway, that's going to conclude my review of these shoes. They do have a buy recommendation. Thank you very much.